Hi everyone, my name is Mohammad Salman bin Abu Tahir and today I'm going to be presenting to you on my personal brand. So firstly, let me start off by talking about my achievements. Throughout my life, I have won several awards and accolades, however some of them mean the most to me. Firstly, the Commander's Award in 2015. It is an award given by the Singapore Police Force for outstanding police officers, and during my national service, I handled a case successfully that involved armed aggressors, and that is why I won the award. Next, I would like to talk about me captaining my team, Easy United, and winning the National Football League Championship in 2017. It is one of the highest tiers of football in Singapore and it is really a tough league to win. So it is one of my proudest achievements as well. Next, I would like to talk about about me winning the JJC Talent Time Award for 2 years in a row, 2013 and 14. It is a dance competition held by Jurong JC and I won it for 2 years in a row. Next, I would like to talk about me winning the first prize for the National Essay Writing Competition held by Straits Times in 2011. And I was only a secondary 3 student back then and won this open categories competition. So it is one of the proudest achievements for me. Next, I'll move on to talking about my experiences. I served national service as a police officer like I mentioned earlier, and it has taught me a lot of values and taught me a lot of good about the good and bad about Singapore's society today, and given me lots of experiences. Next, I would like to talk about my leadership role in my family-run businesses. We run an F&B business as well as a trading company, and I'm the co-director at both companies. Next, I'd like to talk about my experience in teaching, which is also my hobby, and I am a part-time tuition teacher since 2015, and I volunteer to teach for children of low-income families at the Taman Jurong Community Centre. Now I'd like to talk about my hobbies and interests. So MCing is one of my hobbies, and I've MC'd at several events since secondary school. Recently, I MC'd for Singapore Police Force annual dinner and dance event. Next, I'd like to talk about football being one of my biggest interests. It's a sport that I've been playing since young, and it teaches me lots of values. Debating is also one of my hobbies, and I've taken part in both English and Tamil language debates and won several awards since secondary school. Like I mentioned earlier, dancing is also one of my interests, and I've taken part in lots of dancing competitions and won them. So my life experiences have actually led me to and taught me lots of unique skills and values, and they include interpersonal skills. I'm good at communicating with people and I'm not shy to speak to someone new. I possess a strong leadership skill, and I have experience in managing a staff workforce of about 40 to 50 people. I have a good ability to work under stress because the life as a policeman, that's what we do every day. And I'm good in planning and design, as well as possess analytic and research skill because I've engaged in lots of activities that requires these skills for my companies. I am also good in making decisions under challenging situations because, like I mentioned earlier, life as a policeman, this is what we do every day. So I like to talk about my role models. Firstly, they include Ellen DeGeneres, because she teaches me about standing up against all odds. At a time when the whole world was against bisexuality, she came up open about it, and she's one of the best TV hosts today. So she's one of my role models. Next, I'd like to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. He is currently aged 32, which is way past an average football player's peak career, and yet he is still one of the best players in the world and has won the award for several years in a row. I would like to talk about Steve Jobs and how I envy his role of leadership. He brought the company Apple from nothing to what it is today, and I really love that leadership skill that he possesses and look up to it. Lastly, Bill Gates is one of my biggest role models, and I envy his dedication and smart work because even though he does not possess a college degree, he was dedicated in pursuing his dream and opened up Microsoft, and today he's one of the richest men in the world. So these are my 4 role models. And with that, I'm done with my personal brand. Thank you very much for listening.